Sometimes you make me so crazy, but I'm still your baby. No, I ain't going nowhere. No, I'm gonna be right here because I'm crazy over you. You are a complete surprise. You're not the type of life that I thought I would ever choose. Now I can't see my life without you. I'm crazy over you. I'm crazy over you. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna keep on moving, 'cause I believe in the power of us. I believe in this calm. Who knows where this all will go? I got my fears for sure, but I'm giving you all I've got. I'm giving you a home in my heart. I'm crazy over you. Sometimes you make no sense at all, but somehow I know just who you are, and I'm only falling deeper into us. Crazy over you. I'm crazy over you. This is not a coincidence, and far more than a lucky chance, but what it is was always meant. Is the red in the sky for our love. Who knows where this all will go? I've got my fears for sure. I'm giving you all I've got. I'm giving you a home in my heart. All right. I am feeling really good about the energy from these cards that are laid down today, Divine Feminine. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Shreya Tajen. I'm also known as Empress 11 here, 1111. And so, with that being said, please hit like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. Let's go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. I also call upon Yadhe Vahe to be able to give me the information that is necessary for this moment in all directions in time and space, for the ascension and evolution of your souls, myself included, and so it is. All right, first and foremost, let me say, Divine Feminine, you have been walking around as if there is a missing link to the puzzle. You are feeling a hole in your heart. That is what I am pulling from the ethers. No matter how you try to rationalize, you try to replay things out in your mental mind frame of how things should be, ought to be, could be, there is still one definitive thing that is obvious, and that is your missing counterpart. You see, no matter how you go about your life, and not even him, he's feeling the same thing. Besides, men deal with pain and emotions a lot different. I am pulling from the divine masculines. They are putting up a facade. They are in pain. They are hurting. And they are hurting for a variety of reasons. It's not just the divine feminine that they're hurting over. They got some shit that's going on in their life. They even caused so many shit storms. They got multiple shit storms going on right now. Some of them are dealing with their finances. Their finances are not exactly where they want them to be. Their jobs, the things that they were promised and told that was going to happen with their jobs, they're now finding loopholes in the contract that they didn't look at before because they went in head first. It was all about the money. And, they just thought that since it was all good and it shall be, that it will continue to be. Not realizing that divine order was always at play. Okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into your reading, divine feminines. Okay. First of all, you see that rose quartz, baby? Don't say that I don't love you guys immensely. I love you guys so, so much that this quartz crystal is here for this transmission so I can help the collectives heal their broken hearts where they feel like they have been stepped on, chewed on, and spit out and bulldozered by the divine masculine, or should we just say the masculines, because they have not stepped truly into their divinity for a few select. Notice I said a few, because the divine masculines collectively overall, oh baby, that is a reading of all readings, and that is up on the roster for today. And you might want to check it out if you want to be a cross watcher and the divine feminine watch the divine masculine and so forth and so on. Because I also know that there are divine masculines that watch for the divine feminines too, because everybody wants to know what's going on, right? And guess what? You should, because this is a divine movement and it's not all about you. And when I say all about you, I'm talking about individually. It's all about us collectively, because we are holding down the ranks for this to be ignited and to come into the wonderful fruition that the divine has meant for it to be. And it is on time. Okay. Divine feminine. You have the chariot and you have the manifestation power. Okay. This chariot represents your divine masculine who is moving towards you. I know it may seem like he's moving towards you in slow-mo. Okay. It is slow-mo, but it's fast because at the same time, without sounding like I'm contradicting myself, because it's exactly even more ahead of schedule than what you might have anticipated. It's going to come faster than what you thought. Okay. Because this is fast movement, this card here. You see? And you see the guy, the masculine, the divine masculine, he has his feet up in the air. He is ready. You see the wind that's behind? I know that this is the animated card, but I can pull all of that from this. And do you see these stems and all of that? That represents the fruits of his labor. Okay. He has gathered the fruits of his labor and everything before he comes near to you, because I feel that for some of them, they are having some financial issues. And then for those that are not having financial issues, this is what the moment they've been waiting for. This is their defining moment. And so they're coming in, but they're doing the work. Remember, if you two come into union on your own and it's not divinely led and guided, you will experience a separation again. And this is the reason why me and my divine masculine are not together, because I'm not saying that the divine did not put us together, because the divine did. Every time that I went there, the divine told me to go. But that's because each time I gave him an activation key. Each time he got his downloads when I got there. So it served a divine purpose. But let's not make this about us. Going forward, you see that there's an angel here. And the angel is here to help you with your manifestation. It says, use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. You have been equipped, fully equipped and endowed divine feminine, with everything that you need in order for you to complete this mission. You are not lacking anything. So I say to you, you don't have to walk around with a broken heart or a hole in your heart, because everything that you have been promised is yours for the taking. You just have to know that he's a coming. He's a coming, he's a coming, he's a coming. He's a coming, he's a coming, he's a coming. And it's not going to be when you expect it to be. Just make sure you're ready. And heal that hole in your heart. Give it to him to heal. Send telepathic messages to your baby and say, baby, I have a hole in my heart. I'm feeling that you're not here, but I know that you're here. And I know that it's only an illusion, but I need you to help heal me. Trust me, you'll be surprised on what your divine masculine can do for you in 5D and above. Because I bug my baby all the time in 5D, and he's always right on it. He always helps me. He always helps me to feel his presence and his love. And it's a beautiful thing. Know that you cannot, with the divine feminine and the divine masculine twin flame union, you cannot approach this from a 3D standpoint, because if you do, you will always be in separation, and this thing will never come into fruition. This is about spiritual mastery, okay? And this is about doing things from 5D and above, working with your angels and your guides and source energy to make this come into fruition according to the timelines that have already been set in place. This thing has already been set in motion. It doesn't need any altercations. It doesn't need any alterations. Everything is perfect, and you have to know this, okay? Release. You're being called to release something, and then with card judgment, is basically saying that you have the key. Do you see that this butterfly is bringing you a key? And it's no coincidence. Look at this. Look at this card. That's a butterfly. That's an angel with the wings of a butterfly. Some of you are going through transformation. A matter of fact, not some of you, all of you are going through your transformation process. What another confirmation from the cosmos that the divine and the angels, they realize this transformation that you're going through, but they're telling you to release the burden of having everything to work out the way that you anticipate, or the way that you already put it in your mind, and you're micromanaging how the divine should bring this about. It says, work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. Some of you have still had some issues with forgiveness. Release that. That's the number one thing that you need to do in order for you to come into union with your divine masculine. You have to forgive the past. Let go of the past. Whatever he did to you in the past, it no longer serves neither one of you. And the same goes for the divine masculines that are listening. Let go of the hurt, harm, and injury, because it does not serve this union anymore. That time has passed. That is a part of the old template and the old earth that we are no longer in. We are in the new earth. We have new templates that are in place, new codes that are being downloaded. You have to be a new earther. Okay? No more are we earth ascenders. We are now walking the earth, gracing the earth, and we have to be fully in our power, both divine masculine and divine feminines. This is coming directly from source. Okay? So just know that the scales are being balanced here. The divine is sending your angels and your guides and your rayshores and your ancestors that are of good to help you along the way, to help you to discover esoteric knowledge, to help you to discover how to heal and cleanse your chakras, align your chakras, and also to help you to move into your light bodies and to push your Merkabas out and to do everything that is necessary in order for you to walk continuously on this road of ascension. Because some of you have put yourselves in situations with karmics and you were not ascending. You were remaining stuck and you knew it. But you had your heart set on love so much that you even turned your back not only on your divine feminine, divine masculines, but you turned your back on even the divine, and you know it. You know that you were not living a life that the divine has called for you. You were living a life more about materialism and earthly pleasures. All right. Now, this is a divine feminine reading, but source is addressing everything, and what I get from the ethers and what I get from transmission is what comes out. All right. And the next card, you have the Eight of Wands. I'm seeing that some of the divine Feminines are moving away from the need of wanting to have that constant communication. They're moving away from codependency of needing to always be in constant contact, texting and calling and bothering the divine masculine about, the union and excuse me, you guys, trying to redirect and, basically coerce, if you will, the results. She's gotten burnt out. 8 is another transitioning and pulling away card is what I call it. I mean, 8 is all about making changes. And so for some of you divine feminines, good job. I see that you are making that change and you have those necessary changes. Okay. So good for you. You have the God box. With the God box, you are being told to write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container labeled a God box or called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So take your troubles and be worried no more. Put them all in your God box. Put them there with true faith that everything that enters into that box is going to be taken care of in divine order according to the divine planning. Okay? Don't worry. Stop worrying. I feel so much stress and worry, and you're wondering if this union is going to take place. Well, if you have the desire in your heart, that's your answer. When have God ever put a desire in your heart that he has not, Mother, Father, God, she has not fulfilled? Tell me one. Tell me one desire you ever had that if the true divine did not fulfill it, that the true divine replaced it with something even better than what you were asking for. Tell me. I want to know. Because I am here to impress upon your mind that whatever you carry in your heart as a desire, God, Mother, Father, God is willing to fulfill that and much more beyond your wildest dreams. You had the crowning card, which is your manifestation card. Despite what you're feeling in your heart, despite what you're seeing on the earthly plane of existence, you already have the divine and the angels and everything in the universe on the higher levels of existence already working this out for you. How could it not go right? You have, with this last reading, or the last portion of your reading, you have the high priestess. This is letting you know that you are in your true authentic power. You're able to do your manifestations. You can bring this union together more quickly if you just stay in the high priestess power. Knowing that you can bring heaven to earth, which is your desires. What is your desires? It's in your heart, in your heart center. That's earth. As it will be done on the earth as it is already done in heaven. You're already in a cosmic marriage in the heavens. You're already married. And it's beyond a human marriage. God has already orchestrated that from the beginning of time. You have to know what is truly yours and fight for it. And when I say fight for it, not fight for it in a physical, standpoint, or we're not talking about physicality here. We're talking about spiritual. This is a spiritual warfare, you guys. I'm not going to make light of this. We came here to experience duality, and a part of duality is good and evil. You're going to have to work for this. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not going to be easy, but I'm telling you, it will be well worth it if you hold on. You got it. The power has been given to you. You have the power of the moon, divine feminine, that is helping you. You even have the power of the sun because you're both solar and lunar. We all are, okay? Because we're both masculine and we're both feminine. So you have the moon helping you with your manifestations right now. Tomorrow will be the full moon. And part of it, actually, I just think I got a notification, starts today. So you have the full moon that's coming in, the super moon that's going to help you with your manifestations. Do some candle work, light some candles, daggone it. There is no sense as a light worker and as one that is connected divinely to the creator of the universe as a divine child that any of us should be worrying about anything. The only reason why you're worrying is because you don't know who you are. You've forgotten. You've forgotten your power. And here we have not only one card that shows you that Michael the Archangel is working with you. This is the second card with Michael the Archangel. Michael the Archangel has appeared in this reading twice. Okay. Michael is wanting to get a message across. And the message that he's getting across is you're making right now very close efforts to get to where you are. You're working very closely with this powerful angel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. So if Michael is protecting and guiding you, isn't he protecting and guiding your union too? The two go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. All right. I will do an extended version for this reading to see how this is going to go. Right now, I want you to heal from this hole that's in your heart that has been self-inflicted. Your divine masculine didn't put that hole there. You put that hole there based off of your thought process and your thinking. And the extended version will help you to reverse that, counteract that with light codes and downloads and, different extra goodies that you will not get on the standard reading. All right. It is good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a donation if you feel inclined to, or a gift registry. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. Do not forget to hit subscribe and that like button and the bell, please. All right. So it is, everyone. Namaste.